Drop it. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Flexbon. Today I've got another video for you. This time I'm going to show you a remote duel between me and my boy Siren from the Team COG member Discord. I'm going to link his channel in the description. He's a very cool guy. He's also a Yu-Gi-Oh prodigy. He has some insane combos on his channel. Go check him out, show him some love. Also, this video happened on a stream, so if you want to check out my live stream, it's in the description, twitch.tv/flexibletv. I'm going to appreciate every follow. I'm not streaming too regularly, but it's very fun every time I stream my maximum gold case openings and stuff, so go check it out. And yeah, I had to hurry up a little bit because combo already started. I sped up the video so we don't lose so much time. Siren is on the Crusadias with a little twist, and I am playing the Appliancers, which I'm also going to post an updated deck profile on in the near future, so stay tuned for that. And so far I can say Siren has done some pretty standard Crusadia Guard Dragon combos, I want to say, with the LP summoning out the Red Eyes, summoning out the Draco, and then going into Skull Dread. He's gonna draw 4 cards now, putting 3 back, and then hopefully digging into the Waterfront in order to gain the 3 Gamma Steel negates, right? Pretty standard stuff so far. He's also still choosing to turbo out 2 Skull Dreads, which is less resource efficient than before, because he now has to summon the Arborea and the Black Dragon in order to get 2 monsters on field with the Pisty and then summoning out another Skull Dread. So essentially, in comparison to before, you lose 1 extra card from your hand, which can be deadly sometimes in Crusadias, because Crusadia is a all hand deck, I want to say, because you can't really use your graveyard as a second hand or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it so far. Now comes the little twist I've mentioned before. Now he's going to summon another 2 effect monsters, which are going to be, let's see in a second. Yeah, White Dragon, Wyvern Burster, and I think this is Reclusia, summoning out the Codebreaker, Virus Swordsman. 2 effect monsters are required, and if he's calling on summon, you can summon out a Codebreaker 0 deck from your main deck, and if you use those 2 to summon out the Virus Berserker, which is also a Codebreaker monster, if he's calling, you can summon 2 Codebreaker monsters from your hand or graveyard into zones that link monsters point to. So basically, for 2 effect monsters, he gained a Link 3, a Link 2, and a main deck monster, which he's tried to turn into an Evermax, which didn't work though, because for Evermax, your monsters have to be summoned from the extra deck, and Codebreaker Virus Swordsman has been summoned from the graveyard. So he turned those 2 instead into a 2-material Appaloosa, leaving him with a Saryuja and a Codebreaker 0 downfield, summoning out the Reclusia from his hand, so I was probably wrong. And now he summons the Regulex, summons the Maximus, searching out the Crusadia Vanguard, which is also an interesting card because you contribute a Crusadia monster you control to summon a Crusadia monster you control. And if you summon Crusadia on your opponent's turn, you can target the Vanguard you control and a card your opponent controls to pop them. So you can basically pop your opponent's normal summon without losing any necessary resources. He also summons the Equimax in order to summon the Reclusia into the Equimax zone, so you have an additional negate, which doesn't work however because I kaiju'd his Maximus, which might seem as an odd choice. But that way, I interrupted his pop effect from the Vanguard, or the Reclusia rather. I stopped him from using an Equimax negate. All he's left with is 2 negates on the Appaloosa, which is not going to do a lot because I summoned the Copy Buckle, activate Machine Duplication, so I have 3 monsters on board now. This allows me to summon the Link 2 Appliancer monster and the Laundry Dragon Appliancer monster, and then turn the Link 2 Appliancer monster into another Laundry Dragon, which is one of my favorite plays in the deck has, accompanied by some traps and hand traps, so I feel pretty safe in this situation. His Appaloosa is not doing a lot, and that's basically how kaijuing a Crusadia Maximus was the best possible play I could have done. Because I feel like if I didn't kaiju the Maximus, but instead like the Equimax or the Appaloosa, then I would have lost my normal summon, and that would have been more devastating than having 2 negates on field on the opponent's side. Also, I'm setting a card right here, which you're gonna see in a second. He draws for turn, thinks a little bit, and then I think he is going directly into battle phase without doing anything, without activating any other cards. I think I'm reading out the effect to him. He is attacking into one of them with the Equimax, if I remember correctly. Let's see what he does here real quick. Yeah, with the Equimax, I think he attacks into it. Then I use the effect, he tries to negate it with the Appaloosa, and I Solemn Strike his Appaloosa, so it gets destroyed. I pay 1500 life points. His Equimax would be destroyed by battle, by the effect of the Laundry Dragon, but he banishes the Arborea instead. And so and then he doesn't attack into anything anymore. I don't even think he has any plays at this point, so he's just contemplating what to do. I draw for turn here. I normal summon the format skipper, turn him into any Appliancer monster, really, it doesn't matter. The important thing about him right now in this situation is getting the search. So I'm linking away him and the Laundry Dragon for a Link 2 monster, searching the Crusadia Remote Duel, which can be special summoned when a Link monster is destroyed by battle, which happens all the time in Appliancers, right? And then I'm linking away, or actually no, I'm activating Appliancer Test, which allows me to summon 2 Appliancer Link 1 monsters into zones that a Link monster I control points to, which means I've restored all of my Laundry Dragons that I've lost the other turns. And now I could have OTK'd that turn. If I remember correctly, I did some kind of misplay because I'm attacking into Equamax now with the 1 Laundry Dragon, dealing 2000 damage. Then at this point I should have summoned out the Crusadia Remote Duel, but I didn't. Instead I decided to attack into this one with the second Laundry Dragon first, which has dealt 53 damage, which should leave him at 2700. And now I kind of forgot what happened actually. I feel like I should have won that turn, but somehow I didn't. Or actually, yeah, I think I did. For some reason I don't know what happened actually. I don't remember anymore. For some reason I didn't, but he then draws for turn, sees that he can't do anything, and he surrenders. So that's pretty cool. Also, yeah, as I said, this duel happened on live stream, and the setup basically, or like the layout with the name and the life points and stuff, was a pretty spontaneous idea to do it live on stream. Usually I did it in the post edit, but I also included like a score portion on the screen, which is supposed to show that it's 1-0 for me right now. But yeah, so I had to edit this in the middle of the duel. Also, this wasn't really supposed to be a video. We just played for fun. So I kind of used my mouse in the middle of the duel and stuff. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's gonna look way better in the future. And also Siren, since he lost the duel, he's going first again. Standard Crusadia combo stuff. Summoning the LP, summoning the Red Eyes, summoning the Draco, summoning the Skull Dread. And then, or actually, he just took it back. Oh yeah, right, he searched the Gamseal first, in order to not draw into it off of the Skull Dread, which is going to lose him some potential valuable advantage. Drawing 4 cards, putting back 3. And now, if I remember correctly, I am not sure whether it was game 2 or game 3. One of his boards was pretty insane. I think actually it was this game. So let's see what he does right here. He summons out the Gamseal in order to have some negates already on board. And then he goes into the Regulax. Okay, so yeah, oh yeah, the Paralytic Seed hits the board, summoning out another copy, searching the Vanguard. Vanguard is a pretty big asset actually. Now, almost all of us on the Team COG member Discord, where most of us play Crusadias mainly, have decided to put it back in. Also, he fires off the Pot of Avarice. Pretty insane card. I've also started playing this in Crusadia. Now, if you're interested in seeing a very modern Crusadia deck, I'm going to post a profile very soon. I'm just working some things out with it, and then I'm gonna post it like in the very near future, so stay tuned for that. Definitely some very spicy things in there. He summons a Dweller, which there's actually like absolutely no point in. He also says that in the video, or like on stream he said that. He was like, I know there's no point in doing that, but I'm still gonna summon out the Dweller because I have the material for a free rank 4 here, which is pretty fun. He could have summoned anything else, but the what is it? The Dweller, like, Appliancer doesn't have any important graveyard effects, so there's not a huge point in that. But there's another reason why he's playing Xyz monsters, which we're going to see in a second, probably. Then he summons out the Leonis in order to have a material to go into Equamax, probably. He sets, or actually no, looks like it's that's it. Okay, so yeah, he leaves the board at that. Doesn't have an Equamax, but he has a Vanguard and a Leonis, which means that he can not only pop a card of mine, but also he can trigger Regulax's search effect again and get himself a power or whatever he might need. Then I fire off a Pot of Desires, banishing 10 cards, and then he negates it with the Gamma banishing my Pot of Desires. Super unfortunate. I used to play Pot of Desires. If if you watch my profile, which I'm gonna post in a few days, there's no Pot of Desires anymore. Because I actually I don't really like Desires. The only deck I would probably play it in is Pendulums, maybe, which I'm also gonna post an updated profile on in the near future. But yeah, there's the normal summon of Socket Troll, summoning out the Laundry Dragon, and now he activated Vanguard, tributed the Leonis, summoned the Reclusia, targeting his Vanguard and the set card that I've set prior to this, and then he destroyed both of them, but it was a spell card, I was just bluffing, so nothing too crazy here. Summons the Equamax, summons out Maximus and Arborea, boosting his Equamax for attack points. Then he's attacking into the Laundry Dragon. I'm pretty sure he's gonna negate it with the Gamma Seal, and that's more than enough for game, right? So there's nothing much I can do here. He's gonna negate that, then he's gonna attack directly. All that good stuff. It might not have been an OTK, but he gained another counter for a negate, so there's really not much I can do. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna scoop here any second now, and yeah, that's it there. I'm collecting my cards. Game 3, I'm going first again, firing off the Terraforming. He doesn't play any hand traps, I don't think. Searching out my field spell, which is a pretty important card in the Appliancer deck, helping reach for the Appliancer Socket Troll, which is exactly what I'm doing right here. And normal summoning it too. Do I have a machine duplication or whatever? Well, actually, yeah, the Copy Buckle effect. So Copy Buckle can target an Appliancer monster you control, and then special summon himself out by copying the name of that monster, which basically means that if you control a Socket Troll and a Copy Buckle in hand, it's almost like you have 2 Socket Trolls in hand, summoning out a third one from your deck, which allows me to go into 2 Laundry Drakes with 4 cards in hand, I think. Yeah, but it doesn't look like I'm setting anything, so unfortunately I didn't draw into the Solemn Strike. Then Siren goes for standard Crusadia play, summoning out the Magius, summoning out the 2 Exceed, searching a Drake, or actually a Maximus, I apologize. Then he activates Chaos Space, pitching the red MD for a White Dragon and Wyvern Burster. Interesting plays, actually. I've also thought about playing... Oh yeah, he goes for the Dweller again. And right now is going the reason for playing an Xyz monster in this deck is going to come up. Actually, like, Dweller is just a good monster in general, but why he summons out the Dweller without it having an actual point against Appliancers, there's a reason for it, and you're gonna see it any second now. So far, he's doing standard Crusadia plays. There's summoning out the Red Eyes from the graveyard with Pisty in this case, because he's discarded it for the Chaos Space. Going into Skull Dread, drawing 4 cards, putting back 3. If I remember correctly, he drew into the Waterfront, banishing the Pisty to summon out the White Dragon. Then there's the Arborea, summoning out the LP with the White Dragon, summoning out the Draco with the LP, and then he summons another Skull Dread. Or actually, oh yeah, his camera died in this moment. I think this is only a short thing though. Oh yeah. There he is. And now he is summoning out the other Skull Dread, drawing 4. I completely forgot about this part actually. I would have cut it out, but it's alright. Just so you can see the boy in action. Just once again, I'm gonna leave his channel in the description. I would really appreciate it if you check this boy out. He's a really cool guy, and also he is a very skillful player, and also he knows a lot about just Crusadias and other decks in general. His deck builds are usually very solid, so definitely check out his channel. What happened here? Apparently my stream disconnected for a second. Okay, interesting. Next time I gotta be more prepared for this. Then he does the Codebreaker shenanigans again, summons out the 3 Codebreaker monsters, goes into a 2 material Appaloosa and into an Equamax, which doesn't have any negate currently, but he gains the 1600 attack points from Appaloosa. Then he attacks into my Appliancer Laundry Drake with the Dweller, negates the effect with Appaloosa probably. Actually no, for some reason my... oh yeah, right. He negated it with the Gamma Seal, so my Laundry Drake is banished. Then he attacked into the other one and negated it with the Appaloosa. and then he's gonna attack directly. I think I'm going to reduce some of my life points in a second. Yeah, right there. And now, the big thing about his Dweller is that he can now summon out the Zeus, which is an insane card. He has 3 materials, so he can use his board nuking effect once. It's an insane card. I was also super surprised that he would play this in Crusadias, but it makes sense, I guess. Definitely not a bad choice. And yeah, I'm kaijuing. What am I kaijuing again? Actually, if I think about it, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not kaijuing. I'm summoning. Okay, this is actually the biggest misplay I've done in a long time. I've summoned the Dogoran to my side of the field because he controls a Gamzeal, right? His Waterfront, I think, has 5 counters on it, so I can use my Dogoran effect with 3 counters to nuke the board. Except he can negate it with the Gamzeal. So what I was thinking was, okay, hold on a second. I need to find a way to bait out a negation with the Gamzeal, because then if he has 3 counters, I summon out the Dogoran, activate the effect. I'm removing 3 counters for cost, and he can't negate with the Gamzeal anymore. And at the same time, he doesn't have any counters on the Appliancer anymore. So he doesn't have any negate on board really. The only thing he could really do is I activate Dogoran's effect after baiting out the negate, and then he activates Zeus effect or whatever. But I was sitting there with the attention span of a fly and thinking, okay, maybe what could I do? And then after a minute I was like, oh yeah, I could just activate Dogoran effect, but I didn't think about baiting the negate with the Gamzeal. So I activated Dogoran, he negated it with Gamzeal, I lost the Gamzeal, and he would have attacked for game. So there's nothing I could do really here. GG to my boy Siren. He beat me fair and square. It was a very fun duel. It took a little longer than we would have wanted to, so I had to speed it up a little bit, and I also had to rush through this commentary a little. Hope it wasn't too big of a problem, but I also wanted to test this type of post commentary video. Like, I've never done that before for a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. It's pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed this as well. As I mentioned before, there's going to be a Crusadia profile in the near future, but before that there's going to be an updated Appliancer profile. It's even more recent than this list that I've played right here. So definitely stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see it. Also leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then leave a dislike, but also explain to me in the comments why you didn't like it, because I'm always trying to improve my content. And especially with this one, now obviously there's some huge flaws with this, but I'm still working on the on the artwork and stuff, so don't worry about that. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching and see you next time.